Hi everybody, today I'm going to be showing you my 30 plus cube collection, so let's get right into the video. Okay, so first I'm just going to make a quick announcement that follows up on last video, but this is my new setup. So as you can see, it's a different white background, and this is what I'm going to be using for all my videos and thumbnails. But now let's get into the cube collection. So starting with 2x2. So for 2x2, we have a broken random eBay 2x2 that I don't know, it's like a random cube, I don't know the brand. We have a broken Diane Tanyan M. Now into the real ones, we have a stem 2x2 from Amazon, which is really bad. We have a Cheaty S, which is okay. Not a great budget 2x2. We have a Megaminx 2x2, which is a little better than Cheaty S. We have the MGC 2x2, which is my backup main. And then we have the Diane Tanyan M, which is my current 2x2 main. So for 3x3s, we have my first ever cube, an original 1980s Rubik's Ultimate. A 1980s regular cube that is pretty bad. A mini dollar store cube that, as you can see, the stickers are not doing so well. A Chi Warrior W, which I lost a green center cap because I was smashing it. It's not a great budget cube. A Megaminx 3x3, which is a pretty good budget cube. I will link it in the description. Another Megaminx 3x3. This is what I use for where I don't want to wreck a good cube, and it has a scratch center, as you can see. Again, XV2, which is my backup main. It's definitely a very good cube, but it is $45. And my main, the RS3 M2220. This is only $9. I highly recommend this. I will also link this in the description. For kind of extra 3x3s that aren't exactly 3x3s but are still like functional, we have the Rubik'S Touch Cube, which is kind of just like a regular Rubik's brand, except you can solve it by touch. And an Oscar's Treasure Chest, which is really cool to have, but the corner cutting is basically non-existent. And it comes off on the yellow side like this, and you can see it reveals a compartment. Unfortunately, I've not found anything to fit in there. For 4x4, we have the Rubik's 4x4, which is terrible, and the inner layers actually turn better than the outer layers, so it can do something like this, and it can also do something like this, and definitely do not buy this just for collection purposes. They have my first 4x4, a Cheon S. It's not a very good budget 4x4, but a lot better than the Rubik's one. There's a Megaminx 4x4, which is an extremely good budget cube. It's not a magnetic one, but I'm planning to get a magnetic one because it's just super fast and the size is really good. We have a YJ MGC, which is my backup main because, I don't know, I don't really like this cube that much, but it's magnetic, so it still has to be my backup main. And I'm a bit undecided, but I think my main is the Chi MS just because I like the feel a lot better, and I kind of feel like I get better times on it. It just feels a lot smoother to me after I set it up. For 5x5, we have the Chi S, which, like the Chi, it's not a great budget cube, but it was my first 5x5. We have a Megaminx 5x5, which is better than the Chi, but not great, and it is definitely very fast. And we have my main, the YJ MGC 5x5. This 5x5 is really, really good. It's actually amazing, and it's only like $23, so I highly recommend it. I will link it in the description. Finally, to round out the N by N's, we have the YJ MGC 6x6. I am planning to get a 7x7, but this cube is amazing. I'm planning to get the MGC 7x7 because this cube works really well for me. I mean, it isn't like the best or anything, but I think it might be the best on the market, and it turns extremely smoothly on the outer layers, not on the inner layers. They're a bit scratchy, but the outer layers are very good, especially after setup. And for non-N by N WCA events, I don't have very many, so I'm going to start with Pyraminx. We have my first Pyraminx, a Mephrit's Pyraminx, which may actually be my main because I just am not really into Pyraminx, but this one's decent, just the sticker quality is bad, and it's $18, which is really expensive. They have a stem Pyraminx from Amazon that came with the stem 2x2. This is really bad. The only thing good about it is the tips, but literally does not corner cut at all. And we have my main, I guess, the Yushin Black Kirin. This is not a very good Pyraminx. I may actually get a Pyraminx, like a better one, like maybe the Bell or something, but for now. I mean, I literally hardly ever practice Pyraminx, so this is okay. I guess the efforts could be my main two, but yeah, I'm really not into Pyraminx. For Megaminx, I have the YJ Yoo-hoo, which is actually a very good Megaminx, but it's like $13 and it's magnetic and it's really, really good. It's the V2M, but I don't really practice Megaminx, so if I was going to practice, this is definitely a good cube. I highly recommend it, but it's not something that I really practice just because it takes a bit long. I'm more interested in N by N's at this point. For Skewb, we have a broken Use Your Little Magic. It's not actually broken, but one of the center pieces I took out to look at the mechanism, and I have not been able to get it back in. I don't know where the centerpiece is, but because I have this cube, I don't worry about it. This is my main, the X-Men Wingy. It's not like the best Skewb, but it's only like $13, which is pretty good in my opinion for a flagship. And the magnets are pretty strong, but it's definitely a lot better than the Use Your Little Magic, and the concave shape is really nice. And finally, to round out my WCA puzzles, we have the Use Your Little Magic M Square 1. It's a pretty decent Square 1, but I don't really practice Square 1 all that much. I just don't really know how to finger trick for it, because if you have any suggestions, comment below. Here's me trying to finger trick. Yeah, my finger trick skills are really bad. And finally, for the rest of the cubes, we have non-WC puzzles. I'm not really into them. I have, I think Moyu or Mofang Jiaoshi mirror blocks. It's decent. I tried setting it up, so it's actually pretty good right now. But the stickers are not very good, and I hardly ever use this. And we have a Meffert's Morph Egg, which I can't solve. It does not turn well. I solved it like once or twice, but I really can't solve it. And I don't really play with it because it's just not fun for me. Now for all other cubing supplies, you can just skip to whatever time I write up here if you don't want to see this. But I have a bunch of cubing supplies, and this includes boxes. So for boxes, I have 4 cube covers. I have 2 YJMGC 5x5 and 2x2 cube covers, and these work well to cover my cube so I can't see them. And for my other boxes, I'll just go over these really quickly. A YJMGC 4x4 box, a YJMGC 6x6 box, 2 Diantang and M boxes because obviously one of them broke, so I had to get another one. A GAN 356 XV2 box with a GAN card in here. A Use Your Little Magic M Square 1 box. This is not very nice. A YJ Yoo-hoo V2M box and a Chi MS 4x4 box. I know boxes might not be the most interesting, but I just wanted to show you which ones I kept. As for pamphlets and cards, I have a Diantang and M 2x2 pamphlet, and I have a Use Your Little Magic M Square 1 pamphlet. I have a Cubicle Lubes pamphlet, which is pretty nice, and I have 3 Cubicle business card. 2 of them are just the Pro Shop and 1 is the Labs. And finally, for cards, I have these 3 ones from Z-Cube for OLL, PLL, and F2L, and these have definitely helped a lot. For lubricants, I have 3 different ones. I have the Weight 5 Silicone Lube, Lunar, and Nebula, and these are all pretty good in my opinion. And for more accessories, we have a Moyu stand, some pink stand that came with the mirror blocks, and these are used to hold my 2 1980s cubes. So I have a Meffert's egg stand, which I never use. For tensioning tools, we have the GAN tensioning tool, an extra part for the RS3M 2020 and the RS3M 2020 tensioning tool for the spring elasticity for both of these. And for screwdrivers, we have 2 red YJ screwdrivers, blue YJ screwdriver, and a Moyu screwdriver. And finally, for the rest of my accessories, in here we just have kind of the stuff I don't use, like springs, magnets, washers, and some GAN magnets, and I don't really use this. This is just the X-Men Wingy hard plastic case. So that just about wraps up my whole cube collection plus accessories collection. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe because this definitely took me a while to make. So see everybody later. Bye!